Hello, my beautiful little butter beans. Today we are going to be doing a wig install. I have her right here. So this is my Betty Page Bang unit. It's a pastel unit, lace front, and we are going to be putting her on, and I'm going to be using tape. I find that this is way easier for tutorials, and it's just easier to take on and off. So if you're doing like a one night install, tape is the way to go. And it comes in these little strips, right? So we're gonna go ahead and apply these. I'll show you how to do that. So I'm gonna get my wig cap on and then we'll get to it. Okay, so she is giving naked mole rat right now. Um, I know a lot of people when they do their installs, they'll like kind of cut this part or like even take it farther back and then like cut it, spray it down with like got to be glued, so it covers this kind of area. I don't do it that way. If you're going to be wearing like a human hair unit and you're going to be wearing it for multiple days in a row, like you want to have a week-long install, fine, do it that way. Sorry, my cat's chewing on my freaking cords, but that's not how I do it. um I do it similar to like how drag queens do their wigs. Because you're only going to be wearing it for one night, right? I mean, I am anyway. So you want to braid your hair. So have it in a braid, have it down low, or like even like a French braid, something that's very sleek, that's going to make it look like you have no hair. Do not pile it all up on top of your head in a bun like I did. That's not what you're supposed to do. My cat is really going ham on my cords down here. um, so have your hair in a braid, put your wig cap on. Some people will shave their sideburns. Like I've seen queens who will shave them. I don't do that. It's okay. Because what's going to happen is your lace is going to cover this. So unless you are planning on doing an updo with all of this slicked back, that's the only time where you would want to kind of cut your wig cap, like tailor it to your hairline, and make it look as natural as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on my tapes here. So I have my little tapes, right? So we are going to go ahead and peel this off here. Forgive me, it's gonna take me a minute to peel this. Okay, so we have our one piece, right? I'm trying to like look in my mirror and like make sure this looks good. Okay, so we're gonna set her right there, just like that. Okay, we'll take our next piece and kind of line it up. Just like that. And it's okay if you put this on your hair. It's okay if you put glue on your hair, honestly. I've done that so many times, put my wig glue on my sideburns right here. It just like you just have to take a while to like work it out. Take some baby oil, let it sit on there, take a little cotton swab, like your little cotton ear swabs, and just, scrub, scrub, scrub. It'll come off eventually. Do not fret, do not despair if you get glue or anything in your hair. It will come out. You just have to work at it. Okay, and then I also have some little pieces that I cut. So you want to cut your little pieces so you can kind of put them right there. So I'm going to cut this one in half again just so I can stick it right there and right there. Just make sure everything's all good. So hold on 1 second. Okay, so I have my tape on. I went ahead and peeled off my backs. It's pretty easy. They come off pretty easy. I already have my makeup on. You can see, it's mostly adhered. That's fine. This stuff does warm to your body temperature. So as soon as I get my lace on, I'm just going to hold that on there, tack it down, and it will stay. Even my little sideburn pieces, it'll be fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our hair. We're going to make sure it's all lined up. Looks good. Make sure your bang does not hit that tape. okay? That's gonna be the main thing here, and that's the same with glue. If you have a little bang, make sure that you are not hitting that little piece of hair on there. Okay, so you're gonna line up your lace. And I find tape to be way more forgiving than glue. Let's see, I can kind of, yeah, there you go. You can kind of see how I'm lining it up. It's right underneath. Okay. And you just kind of have to get her to be even. You would never be able to do this with glue. Never ever in your life. Once you set something on your glue, do not pull it back off. And then, oh, sorry. We're lining it up. We're lining it up. Bam, bam. Okay. I can feel her. She's pretty much lined up. Okay. Now we are just going to take a quick peek at this. Okay. All right, all right, all right. And see my bump from my little bun. It's on there. And you have your little comb in the back. You just take your little comb, place it right at the nape of your neck. Okay. And then I do have this one here that's not wanting to stay because it already touched my sideburns. So I might have to replace that one piece right there. And I will do that for you. And then this is feeling pretty good right through here. Okay. And then I will brush my bang out too so you can see that. So it's all even. Because right now it's looking very wonky. And for this little piece of tape that I just put right here, I'm just going to peel this off. Just like that. And I'll cut a new one. Take your little tape. Cut a new little piece. Wham bam, pull her off. This is the part that gets kind of hard, is like these little tiny pieces. You have to be patient. You have to take your patience. Okay, and then for this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and set it right on my lace. Like that. And then put it on there. Bam. And I could probably do that with this side too. Just take an extra little piece and cut it. Have a million pieces over here. There it is. How big do I need? Oh, I need pretty big. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to cut the strip like this. And I've seen a lot of people do this. They cut their strips tinier. Okay. Go ahead and pull her off. Again, tape is like super forgiving. Like with glue, if I touched my glue, no ma'am. So we're just gonna fit this in right here. Just like that. And then bam. And again, she is not, melted. I don't think that you're ever going to be able to melt like tape. It's not doable in my opinion. Okay. And then we have our little brush here. Just going to brush my little bang. Make sure she looks cute. This unit is like a little crispy. Pastel units get that way after a while. This one is kind of old. And you always want to use a metal tine comb. Oh yeah, that's cute. And again, we're just kind of brushing through it. I know that was kind of a journey for a second, but that's how it goes. The only thing about tape is normally with my glue, I would have a little bit extra along the sides, and I would take that and stick my little side pieces down with my glue. But you can't do that with tape. It's just, it doesn't allow it. But that is how she's looking. So far, so good. And I mean, she's sturdy. She's on there. She's not, Mama's not going anywhere. Yeah, I like it. Here, I'll kind of, so you can see her. And I mean, obviously, if I go like this is kind of coming up. But again, if you put a little bit more tape on there, it's fine. I'm actually pretty surprised like how well this turned out. This would be great for cosplay. Wig tape is totally awesome if you're gonna do cosplay. And you can kind of see right here, the color of this lace is just a little bit off from my skin tone. So even using glue, like this isn't gonna be 100% correct. But she's cute. I love this unit. It's also, this yellow is blacklight reactive, so it like glows in the blacklight. It's so neat. And like my little middle piece, I can kind of move that over. Normally what I'll do is I'll kind of style this and like hairspray it. So, you can kind of hold this down. I mean, any wig, it's going to come out of the box and you're going to need to do a little bit of styling, a little bit of hairspray. Um, I did a glitter tutorial before this, so if you're interested in this makeup look, totally watch that tutorial. I'll like link it. But this is kind of what we came up with our tape. Not too bad. Not too bad. Again, my little bumpy, but if I did a braid, you wouldn't see that. And if I'm going to an event, I'm definitely going to do glue. I'm going to do a braid. It'll look a little bit, better, more believable. But, from a distance in low lighting, this is such a cute unit, and I like this makeup with it. I'm living. Oh, she's giving me life. But if you liked this tutorial, if you like using tape, just let me know down below. It's super easy to take this off too. Um, it's so easy. You just like lift it up, pop it off at the end of the night. If you put this on at like 6 p.m. and want to take it off at 1 a.m., it's going to be easy. Not as easy as if you're using like just got to be glued. I've seen a lot of girls just use the got to be glued, and that makes me very nervous, because what if your unit comes off while you're at the gig, you're at the event, and your hair is coming off? No, sis, no. No. I would much rather use tape. I mean, like, she's on there. She's sturdy. She's sturdy. Like, I'm pulling on this. I'm like, yeah, she's on there. Do not be afraid to use wig tape. This is again the lace effects. This is the A, which is the little curvy. They also have straight pieces. So I mean, if you wanted to tailor a hairline and just use this, if you wanted to get really good at just using lace tape, you totally could. I'm kind of like a hybrid going in between the two right now. So I'm still kind of playing with tape and learning how to use it just for these tutorials. So I can kind of show you what my units look like on. And then, maybe in the future, I'll get some new units so I can show you how I cut the lace. This one I did a better job with. My sideburns are pretty well covered with this lace. I kind of went down lower. I definitely advise you to do that. Some tutorials, they'll be like, oh, just cut it straight across because it'll make your lace last longer. It might, but it's not worth it in the long run, because it's just, I just would prefer to have my sideburns covered than my lace last longer, I guess. Personal preference, right? But if you like this tutorial, please leave a like and subscribe. Um, I'll be showing some other units later on, so you can kind of see my whole wig wardrobe. If you're interested in that, like I said, please subscribe. Thank you guys. Good night.